So, what if I told you there's this incredible book out there that's helping people totally transform their health, lose weight, and save a ton of money, all with a shopping list where every single item costs just $1.25? Yep, today we're diving into the brilliant idea behind the Dollar Tree diet. Just take a look at this. Ginny Mom 2023 went from spending over $150 a week down to 30. I mean, $30. And on top of that, she lost 18 pounds in 6 weeks. That is a massive, life-altering change for her health and her bank account. And it just keeps going. This person saved over $400 in only 2 months and lost 25 pounds. You know, what's so brilliant about this whole concept is that it makes it clear that good health isn't some luxury item. It's for everyone who's ever felt like eating healthy was just too darn expensive. Okay, and this is where it gets really, really powerful. We're talking about more than just numbers on a scale here. We're talking about the stuff that really matters. Cholesterol dropping 60 points, blood pressure getting back to normal. These are the kinds of results that make your doctor sit up and say, wow, what have you been doing? All right, I know what you're probably thinking right now because I was thinking it too. This sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it? Can you really, seriously get healthy shopping at a dollar store? Well, let's see exactly how this book breaks it down. To get there, the book kicks things off by blowing the lid off what it calls the great health hoax. And frankly, it's one of the biggest myths in the entire nutrition world. See, on one side, you've got this whole wellness industry telling you that you need fancy, organic, expensive superfoods to even think about being healthy. But then you have the simple budget truth. Protein is protein. Nutrients are nutrients. Your body literally doesn't care if those nutrients came from a high-end grocery store or a discount aisle. And this quote, oh man, this is probably my favorite line in the whole book because it just cuts through all the nonsense. It so perfectly sums up the entire idea. At the end of the day, nutritional value comes from, well, nutrients, not from a fancy label or a clever marketing campaign. So if we just toss that old myth out the window, what do we replace it with? Well, the book lays out this really simple but totally revolutionary way to look at building a healthy life on a budget. And here are the 5 core principles that make it all click. It all starts with one super simple rule. Everything is $1.25. Easy. From there, it's all about getting the most nutritional bang for your buck, mixing those items into balanced meals, and using a little creativity to keep things from getting boring. This isn't about deprivation. It's about being super smart. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, but what are you actually putting in your shopping cart? Let's take a look at how the book helps you build a pantry that is totally budget-proof. All right, first up, protein. This is the stuff that keeps you full and stops those mid-afternoon cravings, right? We're talking canned tuna, chicken, all kinds of beans, peanut butter. All of these are powerhouse sources of protein. And yeah, they're all just $1.25 each. Okay, next we need energy. That's where carbs and fiber come in. The book points you towards essentials like oatmeal, brown rice, and even whole grain options for pasta and bread. These are going to be the foundation for so many of your meals. And you know what's so amazing about this? You don't have to go searching for some special health food store. This whole system is designed around things you can find at thousands of Dollar Tree stores all across the country. That makes this one of the most accessible health plans ever created. It's brilliant. So let's put this all together. Here's a sample shopping list from the book that can cover one person for a whole week. You've got all your protein, your carbs, a good mix of veggies and fruits from the canned and frozen aisles, and even some extras like almond milk and spices. So what's the grand total for all that food? An entire week of groceries? $32.50. Just let that sink in for a second. Think back to that first person who was spending $150. The amount of money you can save is just staggering. Okay, so you have a cart full of affordable food, but the big question is, can you make it into something you actually want to eat? This is where that creativity we talked about really comes into play. For breakfast, you could start your day with something simple but really satisfying. Some oatmeal for that slow-release energy, canned peaches for a little sweetness, and a scoop of peanut butter for protein and healthy fats. It's balanced, it's tasty, and it costs next to nothing. Lunchtime? You're busy. How about something you can literally toss together in 2 minutes? A quick bean salad with some corn and a splash of dressing. It's loaded with plant-based protein and fiber, and you can make a big batch to last a few days. Easy. And for dinner? Who says budget eating has to be dull? We're talking a classic chicken stir fry. You just use canned chicken, a bag of frozen veggies, and serve it over brown rice. It's a complete, healthy meal that proves you don't need to spend a lot to eat really, really well. So the meals work, the shopping works. But let's zoom out a bit. How does this turn into something you can do for the long haul? Let's talk about the path to real success. And here is the $1,000,000 question, or maybe the $32.50 question. Can you actually stick with this? Is this just another fad diet, or is it a real lifestyle change? The book's answer is a huge yes, because here's the secret. It's not really a diet. It's more like a training program for your life. It teaches you the skills, meal planning, portion control, getting creative in the kitchen. These are skills that you can take with you forever, no matter where you shop. I want to leave you with this one last thought from the book, because honestly, it just sums up this entire brilliant idea. It says your most powerful tool isn't your money. It's your creativity and your courage to just try something different. It's about knowing you have the power to change your health right now with what's right in front of you. The only question left